Okay, let me get your phone because I need to make a phone call.
Where your phone at?
We looking at it.
Ooh, cheap.
This will be a FaceTime. Yep.
That's a lot of numbers there. That's a lot of numbers.
Baby, long distance. Let's see if she answers. Shay. I'm so, girl, would you please move on with your life? Because if you can't accept this man's child, then truly you cannot accept him. I am just done. Airbnb girl. For real. Bye.
You took a picture of us?
Yeah, I did. Screenshot. Alright, y'all just seen I just had to call Shay. I had to talk to her because she just done really just worked my nerves tonight. So let's get into this review. Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney and this is my husband.
E-Dub. You know why? Because I keeps it raw. That's my new catchphrase, y'all. What y'all think about it? Gotta get a new catchphrase, man. What y'all think about it?
All right, you guys. For those that are new to this channel, let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. We do reactions, reviews, relationship topics, and right now we're doing a review on put a what? Ring on it. Put a ring. I got mine, Shay. I know you trying to get yours, but don't look like that's gonna happen, girl, because you just doing too much.
Tate might get it for.
Man, he ain't no serious. All right, you guys, before we get into it, make sure that you subscribe if you're watching us via YouTube. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure that you hit like and follow and share it. Share it on all your social media platforms. And always, we already know what to do. Comment down below. Comment down below. Before we get into it, because I really just want to head dive and go and talk about Shay and Michael, but I'm going to go in the order, okay? Which it starts off with them. So it started off from the last episode to see if Michael's going to go on a second date with Whitney.
That was a shocker to me. I thought he was gonna say, you know how they kind of hold over to the next episode,
like they did.
Yeah, then he goes, he gonna say, nah, he ain't gonna want to go on another date. But when he said, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, intriguing.
And I'm glad he said yeah, and he should say yeah, and he should say a third one this time too,
and a fourth one and a fifth one.
Yeah, and just say, okay, we're gonna call it quits because we can see where it's going. So he wanted another chance, and he did say that he did cross a boundary, and he wanted to make sure that he don't do that this time. So yeah, he excited about his date because he said he believed there was a spark, and he wants to find out, exactly what's going on, and he wants to get to know her. So Dr. Nicole asked Shay, "You want to go on a second date?" I do believe that Shay would have said no if he said no. But she said yes out of pettiness, pure pettiness.
Petty. 1,000, man. Tick for attack.
And he know that.
Yeah, he said it himself. Yeah.
So that Shay and Michael talks about the family, so they're supposed to be focusing on family matters. And so they had a sit down conversation. And Shay, I have no words. Like I'm like Dr. Nicole. And that is my middle name. But Dr. Nicole, she said her mind was just blown. But she said that she don't want his son to move in with them. She's so used to just him and her. They travel, they do this and stuff. The son just came up for the summertime. And he's 12 years old. We're not talking about somebody that's 5, somebody that's, he's 12. He needs his dad. That's Shay. That was Shay. We had to tell her, don't be calling us while we're filming. You had your chance to talk. All right.
She was going to call you and read you. She said, girl, don't be calling FaceTime me when I'm with my new man.
So let's get back into it. So, like I was saying before, Shay and Michael, they get a chance to talk and sit down and talk.
She wants you bad. She want to get at you bad.
And so Shay said that, she said something that I picked up on, that she said, I just don't want a kid with me. And it's not just a kid, it's his kid. That's going to be your future husband, you know. So, and eventually, if they choose to get married, your husband. So it's not just some kid. It's not just some random kid. You know, when we got married, I had 2 sons, still got 2 sons. They were, one was a younger teen and an adult. They was in that, you know, young adult stage. And he had to accept the children that came with me. Even though they're adults, I had to accept the daughter that came with him. So it's not, you can't separate the two.
Can I intercept?
Go ahead, baby.
Let me intercept.
Especially being a man.
The reason is different for us. We older. You know, Shay is still in her 20s. And to me, she needs to let Michael go. Because for me, that problem is always going to be there. There's no way she's going to be able to accept that child. And like you said, that child 12 years old. If he sees all that what he saw on TV tonight, he's going to know that he's not wanted there.
There's going to be some kind
of issues. Yeah, there's going to be some issues there. So me personally, I think the damage is already done. And then you need to separate. I think Michael needs to go ahead and get with Whitney. And Shay need to go with Juvenile 2.0. You do like Juvenile. So, yeah, man.
So she did say that, and Michael said, listen, we're a package deal. So, you know, you can't accept my child, you can't accept me. We just got to break up because I'm not separating myself from my child. And I think that's noble of him. And that will be any good parent, you know, whether you got the child full time or not. You know, that's something that, you know.
Keyword good parent. I know some people to get with somebody they want to be with, they will just disregard their child and dump their child on somebody's doorstep so they can get with that person.
That's the truth. And Shay said that she just don't understand the love for a child. She just don't. And I
can kind of see that.
I can see that, but I can't be that heartless. Well, you know what I'm saying? Whether I know people that don't have children, but they can understand the love for a niece, a nephew, or a small child, or just empathy on any child. Like, I just can't understand that. Like, girl, you not 16.
Well, she's in her late 20s, don't have kids, probably haven't been around a lot of kids, so she probably don't understand that concept of for a love for a child, a love of a child. So, I'm not making excuses for her.
You don't have to.
But I understand. But regardless if I understand or not, she still got some issues, man.
So let's move on to the date with Michael and his future wife, Whitney. I said it. So Whitney and Michael go on a date. Now, let me tell you something. Whitney knew what she was doing. She had on, as Martin said, them freakums, that freakum dress or something like that.
I don't think it was too much of a freakum dress.
I mean, it wasn't too much, but it was enough because he made reference to her sweating, you know.
Most women wear stuff like that showing their cleavage or whatnot. That's not too much, especially in Atlanta. We is in Alabama. We so conservative.
I'm not saying it was too much, but she knew what she was doing. So it was very nice fitting. Well, and he made a reference to it. So, you know, he got his attention and she knew that.
Yeah, when she walked in, he let out that big sigh. Like he was happy.
Yeah, and he was. He said that both of them, they were smiling. So one thing that Micah did say is that a boundary that they did not cross. No, he did explain that, you know, hey, we crossed the boundary because me and Shay said, you know, we can't be exchanging numbers. So Whitney was like, okay, you know, I can respect that. And she was like, in fact, I almost forgot it was a Shay. You know, she said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I forgot that you had a girlfriend. Like, I forgot we on this thing because when you didn't call me, I was like, oh, he must not be feeling me no more. And so they talked about that and he explained that. But there was a under the breath conversation when they said something about following each other on IG, I guess. And he was like, you know, we didn't talk about that. So, you know, I guess they'll be doing it. Now let's move on to Ashley date with Charles. Hollywood. He was feeling a little threatened, Hollywood, wasn't you? So, now, I can't say Hollywood must not be too short because Charles didn't seem to be too short. You know what I'm saying? Him and Hollywood seemed like I paid attention to that. They was about the same height. So, Hollywood you may not be as short as I probably thought you would have. And so, Charles brought Ashley some flowers. Hollywood said, babe, I got you some flowers. The flower man came out here and got you some flowers. So, yeah. You know, Hollywood is very funny. She said that she already been on Hollywood sitting down talking to him, what he was saying. You know, she already been on several dates.
Right. Like, told him, yeah, man, she been on 2 or 3 dates, man. So, basically, you is the 4th date, so you're insignificant, basically. That's basically what he was telling him.
Yeah. So that part kind of, you know, you crack up every time Hollywood get on there. So you can talk about that part.
Talk about what part?
Well, how did everything went?
No, the dude walked in. Hollywood's trying to get inside the man's head, you know, trying to punk him out. Well, which a man will do. You got this strange man coming in my house, taking my woman out. Even though it's a process, it's an experiment, but still, your ego gonna kick in. And Hollywood is trying to get in the old boy's head, and you know, and old boy, I think, took it in stride. He didn't really back down. When Ashley came out with her new
outfit,
4th of July outfit. Yeah, she came out with her new outfit, and Hollywood said, "Oh, now you gonna put your new outfit on." So yeah, he felt a little shade because you're gonna put a new outfit on for this man, but you gonna put it on for me. So. Oh,
did she go get a new outfit just for the date?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. But she was smiling a little too hard. You know, Hollywood kind of picked her out on that. And Hollywood talked a good game while they was there.
But let me say this before you say that. But Charles said she looked good.
Yeah, you crazy, man, for letting her go out.
Yeah.
So Charles knew what he was doing, so he trying to throw that shade back at you, Hollywood. Hey, game recognized game player. That's all I'm saying. And you know, when dude and Ashley walked out the door, he played the hard role for a while. I give you that. I give you an Oscar for that. Oscar award for that. Because as soon as you close that door, boy, you fell on the floor on your knees. Oh, he broke you down, homie. He broke me. Oh yeah, the wave cap. Now I see why you got on the waves in your head, man. You got that wave cap tight, man. Wear it tight, boy. But yeah, man, Hollywood's a character, man. He's a character.
So he did talk all that noise, but I guess somewhere he, you know, because she did say melanin popping. Now y'all notice that they did set her up.
I think she liked dark skinned guys.
Yes, they set her up with 2 lighter complexion, you know. We can't say that.
Ooh.
That's unready for love.
I don't care. They probably say, "Ooh."
Can't say color. Can't say dog.
First of all,
can't say color.
Hey, we not color stroke. Okay, we not color stroke at all.
Nope,
okay,
but that's how
that's why we describe people. You know what I'm saying?
But that's ready for love. Y'all not like that. But anyway, so let's go on down.
Got somebody real for love.
So now she noticed that this is a darker complexion guy, and so she just noticed that melanin was popping. So she made reference to that. And then when they went on a date, you know, she said, he was chocolate.
Bald head, he got the beard.
Charles said that he liked, he was flirting with, they was actually flirting with each other. And he said he liked, I think she said, what you like in a woman, or what you like in, he was like you. So, you know, especially to me, and I know this to be true, that guys are competitive. And it seems as though Charles like, you know, okay, you got to do that, home. I'm finna try to see if I can snatch you on up. So he gonna say all the right things.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Me being a man.
Sure, man.
It's the ego thing. If you can pull another man's woman, man, that's like a big notch in your belt. A huge notch, man. If you can pull another man's woman, man, you got to play a card for the whole year. You hear me? And your street cred will go up. I'm telling you. That's how it rolls, man. I'm telling you, man. If you can pull another man's woman, hey, whole props to you, man. That's just street game 101 right there. So you gonna put that out there for the players 101, from the players 101 handbook. That's in chapter 2. Of the handbook. Okay.
Well, yours dusty and old, and it's no longer, it has expired. Warranty ran out. So Charles said that she did ask how many kids he got. He said 12 and 6. Now that could have been turned off. I'm not sure how she feels about children because I don't think they had the conversation, because it seems like neither one of them have kids. No. So, you know, he already like,
Because she did ask him, did he want more kids?
Yeah.
And he said, what he said?
I think he said,
Depends how many you want.
Yeah.
The child, that player one-on-one, that player one-on-one handbook. Well, that's chapter 5.
That expired version. Now, she did make a reference that she likes Charles because he's very attentive to her. And unlike Hollywood...
I think Hollywood's attentive to her. I think he is.
Like what she said, you ain't Ashley, you ain't in that relationship. Like she said that Hollywood is into him and his ego, so it's about him. Not saying that she don't have moments, but of course, to me that's on the first date. When you kind of vibing with somebody, yeah, he gonna be acting like he into you.
Yeah.
If he into you, what I'm saying?
You can play that game for the first 2 or 3 dates.
Yeah.
Then after about the 5th or 6th date, you starting to show your real self.
Should. Some people last longer than that.
Yeah, that's right. But it depends how much you want this person. When you ready to show yourself.
Yeah.
And that is in chapter 7 in the Player's Handbook.
Warranty expired. So now let's go on to Tamika and Vince. I forgot their name. They just not bringing too much to the.
Well, this episode they did. I just felt like all she was trying to do is get her family approval for Vince.
Yeah, but like she said, when she sat down, her mama came and daddy sat down. And she was like, "Are you pregnant?" She said, "No, mom." I kind of figured that.
Yeah, that's all the moms will always say that.
And they've been married 40 years. And so she is trying to compare her 2.5 year that they done broke up a couple of times in between 2.5 years. I'm saying, well, they probably just got a good solid year together then. Who knows? It was just so.
I can kind of see Ashley, what's her name?
Tamika.
Yeah, I can kind of see Tamika why she felt that way, because most people, when they look at their parents, especially being married for 4 years, they feel like that's the ideal model of a marriage, and that's how you want your marriage.
Right.
But like her dad said, our marriage is going to be different from everybody else's marriage. Right. I'm not Vince, and you're not your mom, but I can kind of see what Tamika was saying. Right. Because you look at your mom, oh man, she's successful. You want to try to be like your mom. Or you look at your dad, and especially being a man, you look at your dad and he raised you a certain way, and he's doing good for himself, and he's contributing to society. You're gonna try to be like him,
right?
And you see your mom, you want a woman like your mom. You see them there. So I can kind of see her point of view,
right?
But everybody's not gonna be like your dad, Especially that's a generation gap anyway between the dad and Vince,
So she wanted to know if Vince was to ask to marry me, would you give him hand in approval? And he was like, I'm going to have to sit down and talk to you because, you told me about what happened in the beginning and then some stuff that happened in between. Like, I'm going to have to sit down and talk because, Dad, like, he know none of that.
He ain't have none of that.
Yeah, you ain't finna hurt. He said, I don't want you to get hurt. So, yeah, he is the protector and he going to make sure his daughter's straight. So, yeah. So let's move on to Peyton and Shay and this whatever she's sitting down doing. A whole bunch of, as she said, sexual energy, just a bunch of energy.
This is what I call a payback date. Since Mike went out on his date for the second time, I want to go out and one up him. Now, when you're in a relationship, y'all trying to one up each other. That's a recipe for disaster right there.
Yeah. So Michael and Peyton, excuse me. Oh yeah. No, that's right.
Okay.
Michael and Peyton came over to their house, and Michael was opening the door, and so first of all, he was like, "If we dressed alike," did you hear him say that?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Michael was like, "We dressed alike," because they had like on a peach top and the color top, and then so they was first of all kind of dressed alike, and then Michael said that it felt very awkward for you dude coming over here to get my woman and take her out. So he was like, just cut out the awkwardness. Hey, go on, enjoy your date. Just leave out,
Yeah, and he didn't realize how jealousy was going to be.
He did.
You know, I guess it hit him when he first saw it, you know, in real time.
Because the first time he was like, "No, I ain't jealous." You remember when she was
so,
like,
he was so nonchalant.
He wasn't. That's true. And Mike did say, "Oh, that's not her type." So, you know, he did make reference to that.
And I think the reason why he felt more jealous this time is because this is the second date between Paige.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably thinking to himself, okay, she might be feeling this dude. Even though he's saying that's not the type of back in his head. Okay, I know she trying to do this to pay me back, but why pick him again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, being a man, you know, okay, now your second date. Now you really trying to get to know this person now.
Now, when they were walking in, what you said?
Are they holding hands?
She was all over like that. I was like, girl, you're doing way too much. So yeah, they was walking and holding arm and and dude was like, you know, it was sitting down at the table, you know, and dude was like, well, let me come a little closer to you and stuff.
Player one. That's in the handbook too. The handbook always states that if you see a girl or if you with a woman, you try to see how far you push those boundaries.
What chapter that's in?
That's probably first chapter right there.
Okay.
And what he did was he got closer to her, and he said, "Okay, she'll allow me to get close to her." Then he touched her hand. Okay, she'll allow me to touch her hands.
And she was
Yeah. So he said, "Okay, all right. I'm gonna see how far I can go with this." Then when they got up, they were hugging. I said, "Okay, now I'm gonna see where he's gonna put his hands at." Okay, he didn't put it on the back. He didn't do the church hug. You know, he didn't do that. I said, okay, he went kind of down low.
He did.
Yeah, she allowed it. Right.
Touched her butt.
And who knows? They producer probably edited that part out. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, now, but the problem was, I want to say it's a problem, but she allowed it to happen.
Yes, she did.
So
and hold up, let's not forget about this.
What?
Oh, well, let's get each other numbers.
That was just petty.
Let's get each other numbers.
That was just petty move right there.
And she said that, you know, hey, if he accidentally did it cross the boundary, why can't I? He did. I might well do it too. So he'll forgive me.
Tick for a tat. Never works. Trust me, man.
And so, yeah, I just thought that whole date was trash, to be honest. So
it was trash for her.
Yeah, but he was trying to get some trash.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't trash for Peyton.
Yeah, he was trying to get some.
So he's probably okay. All right, then. Okay, I'm feeling this. She feeling me. She allowed me to do all the touching stuff.
Not saying this shape was trash. No, please don't take that. I meant that he was just trying
to get
some.
The way she was acting, yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about that. He was just trying to get some. I was just trying to make both of them rhyme together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, Shay's, you know, now, I don't like her attitude and her mindset, but, you know, yeah.
So let's move on to Dr. Nicole. Dr. Nicole invites all the couples back in, and so, I don't know, in my head, I was like, she said, good morning. I was trying to think, they doing this during the week? Do they take off work? Is this a Saturday or a Sunday? You know, in my head, you know, I'm thinking too hard.
Probably on the weekend.
So Tamika, they first start out with Tamika and Vince and, you know, their situation. You know, Tamika, like, she just cried too much. Like, you stop.
She didn't cry this time.
She was about to. Seemed like she was having the whining going on. But Tamika said that one thing about it that Vince does not communicate. You know, that's a problem that they have. They do not communicate. And he's like, you know, she said he give him the one answers like, you know, how was work? Good. Would you eat a sandwich? You know, and he said because I feel like that if I go and tell you deeper, you're gonna think that I'm cheating. So
well, basically, it sounds like Vince is walking around eggshells. Then, if he has to get answers like that to keep things civil, you know, because if he gives her a detailed answer, basically what she's trying to figure out is, you know, you still out there cheating. Yeah, it's a trust thing. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that. And once you open that door, then arguments start. You know, you bring up old stuff, you know, from like 5 years ago, and well, you remember when you did this? You remember this? That's the reason why I do all this and that. So,
and Dr. Nicole made reference to that, and she said that just gonna have to deal with it. You got to talk about it. You know, if you're afraid because you cannot not talk about stuff, you have to communicate. So if she bring that up, then y'all gonna have to discuss it. That's how you gonna get it out.
Ooh, yeah, that's a touchy subject though.
2.5 years though, they done been through a lot. It's like, and they probably broke up a couple times, so they probably just been together 2 years or a year and a half.
Some people just don't like arguing, man, and they just keep those simple, short answers, man.
Let me tell you, to be honest, some stuff you cannot go past. Some stuff you can't recover from. So if he cheated, you don't trust him, break up, move on, find somebody else. That's point. And I would say that to Shay. If he can't, you can't accept Michael Child, break up and move on. I don't care how much y'all love each other. Y'all keep telling me, well, I just love. You'll find somebody else. So, you know, you can fall in love with Whitney. Want me to hook it up, Michael? Contact me. Okay. I'm on IG.
Man, I think Whitney, she's in school, it sounds like.
Yeah, she got a good head on her shoulder. She's in the medical field. His family's in the medical field. They got a connection right there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what he do, IT or something.
Yeah,
she said sit behind the desk.
Right.
So, hey. All right, so let's move on to Shay and Micah. Dr. Nicole was talking to them on basically the importance of his son living, you know, there. And just talking about that. And so he said, she did ask Michael that if your son was not in, if Shay was not in the picture, if y'all wasn't together, would you have your son? You know, would he be staying with you? He said that she would be staying. I don't know. He said that his son would be staying there more. He would be seeing his son more if him and Shay was not together. You know, so Shay is an issue with his son. And like my husband was saying, his son gonna see this stuff. Like, how you gonna recover from that? And so Shay said, well, you know, I don't have a problem with his son saying that. You know, I don't have a problem. Y'all can go and do y'all thing, you know. And if y'all need more time or whatever, you know, you can get an Airbnb. Ashley was like, hold up. An Airbnb here? Like here in Atlanta? Like, or when y'all traveling somewhere, or here? Oh, he can get an Airbnb here. And Dr. Nicole was like, wait, my mind is just blown. An Airbnb. You gonna put your boyfriend and his son in an Airbnb because you just don't want to be around his son. Like, I'm blown. Man. And then do you think that you're gonna have a good relationship with the child's mom?
No, that's true. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she gonna always say, I don't want that woman around my child. She don't even like him.
Yeah, because she's gonna be like, oh, she gonna treat my child like trash.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna want him to be exposed to all that. But what I'm trying to get at with Shay is selfish. Mm-hmm. She's immature. She's bossy. She's just in her own self-absorbed bubble.
Yeah.
It's all about her and nobody else. If she can't get what she wants, she'll burn the doggone world down, apparently, to get what she wants. Okay. And Michael, run, brother. Run. Take your son, run, man.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, you can fall in. Y'all still young. You can fall out of love and fall in love with somebody else.
But another thing.
Like Tina said, what love got to do with it?
Another thing, bro. Did she not ghost you twice already? Anyway.
Exactly. Like, what commitment? You don't owe her nothing.
Yeah, she ghosted you twice. She pushed you. She demanded you to marry her at a certain time on her timeline. She don't want your son around. Man, she got too many strikes, you know, to even consider to put a ring on it.
Right.
You know, at least Whitney, she's open to accepting somebody with a kid.
Yeah.
You know, she seems like she's more open-minded. Man.
One thing Shay said that she said she thought that she could separate the two because Dr. Nicole was like, who are you married? Because Shay was like, well, he's married me. And she was like, well, who are you married? So you got to think about you marrying him and his child. It ain't just him.
It's a package deal, baby.
Yeah. And so she said, well, I thought I could separate the two, like, you know.
Like I said, she's in her own little bubble, man. She is. But I pray for her. I do. She give her that paying guy. And he can continue to be rubbing her down.
Baby. And what Peyton said, she said, well, what you think about children? He said, oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. He was like, but I've been to marry you. I put a ring on. I said, Peyton saying all the right stuff because he only want one thing. That's it.
Chapter 1. That's all I got to say. Chapter 1, the Players One-on-One Handbook, because the guy is going to tell you anything you want to hear.
Handbook from 1980. All right, so
but it still works.
It was before social media.
What does it mean?
It don't work. It's a whole different book before social media.
Well, they can put amendments in the book.
No.
No, I gotta call my publisher then.
You ain't got no book. Ashley is dating Charles. So, Dr. Nicole wanted to know is she going to set a second date with Charles? And she said no. Once again, let me say, I think personally, Ashley is not going to take no second dates because she don't want to hurt Hollywood feelings.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Because it seems like she always
consideration in my opinion.
She always flirting with the people. She into them. She's saying all this stuff on camera. I like him, Melanie Papa, all this stuff, but she just don't accept second dates. And she come up with some lame excuse like it wasn't this, it wasn't that.
I think she do it just for the entertainment part of it. I think she just want to go on different dates with different guys. Just to get that out of her system, man.
That's what it's there for, I guess. Yeah. So I guess you don't think that she won't.
No, I don't think she
ain't gonna do no Michael.
She's not gonna leave Hollywood. Mm-mm.
And then so she did say that it was tension after the date. Hollywood was in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? She normally come and lay on her chest, lay on his chest.
Watch TV, lay her head on my chest, and fall asleep in my chest. Nah, she go over there eating ice cream in the bucket on the other side of the couch.
So yeah, she did feel the tension. He did. So Michael and Whitney. So they talking about, are they gonna
that third date?
No, talking about their date. So talking about their date. And so he was like, the date was good. We had a good day. We both, when we saw each other, we were smiling. I'd be like, Michael be giving a whole lot of information. And I'm saying, do he do this to make Shay mad? Because he was like, she said her favorite her date was Halloween, and I picture her in the cat suit. And I was like, why is he saying all this stuff?
I think he still has some resentment for being ghost twice.
You think?
I think he used all that information you just said to get under the skin.
Because any man you shouldn't want to say all of that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it. He got ghost twice. He's still up in the air. He's not sure that he wants to marry her. And on top of that, like I said, I think he does all this, get all that information about his dates to get under Shay's skin. Because he sees her over there squirming in the seat when we talk about the date. She got all them crazy looks on her face.
Yes, she did.
So yeah, he know what he's doing, man.
So Dr. Nicole asked about Shay and Peyton. How was their date? And Shay was like, he was cute. She said that she would, if she wasn't single, she would date him.
No, she said that, but she said something else.
I won't get into that. And that if she was single, she would date him. And that she said they were in a moment where she really truly was at a crossroad whether she should kiss him or not, because that was like a kissing moment. And so but yeah, she said she would kiss him if they wouldn't together. So of course Michael, he was getting mad. It was getting a little rise out of him. Well, and she said that too.
Yeah, but now, like Dr. Nicole said, you playing dangerous game there, man. Dangerous. You can't be doing that tick for attack and you're getting other people drawn in.
Yeah, that's what she was basically saying. She said, if you're trying to get artificial to get what you want, but it's not going to be sustainable. So Dr. Nicole be saying some powerful stuff, So she said you can't play with that and then it's artificial, it's fake. So you can't do that and think that that's going to be sustainable in your relationship. So you can't do all that petty stuff. That's basically what she was saying.
One word.
Petty.
Nope.
What?
Immature.
True.
That's all it is. Immature.
Yeah. So Ashley, would you go on a second date? She said no. Shay said no third date for her. Michael, we will see. Because y'all know he likes some Whitney. So
Gotta keep everybody in suspense for the next
Michael, I
week.
hope you follow her on IG. I'm just telling you, shade don't work.
You better follow on IG, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, because y'all was making reference like y'all will communicate. Y'all may not do it by text, but you may do it by DMs.
But like I said, the IG's that's your loophole right there. That's your loophole.
All right.
Go ahead. Player handbook.
0. All right, you guys. Let us know if you watch this. This seems to be getting kind of good now. Like we said in the beginning, it may start off slow, but it seems to be getting pretty good. So, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And Shay, she keeping us on our toes with this.
Now, can I say something about Shay?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys watch Married at First Sight, okay? And everybody came down hard on Karen. Ooh, I can't stand Karen. Karen this and Karen that. In my opinion, Shay is worse than Karen. That's just my opinion.
That's his opinion. All right, you guys. So let us know what you think. Drop down in those comments and get the comments popping. We want to know what your view is on this show. And who's your favorite couple? Who is our favorite couple?
I like Hollywood and Ashley.
Yeah, Hollywood and Ashley, because the other two really truly need to break up. Right now, the only ones that got some sense on the show is Hollywood and Ashley. So yeah.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all keep it raw. Okay.
All right, you guys.
New catchphrase.
Okay, catchphrase. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe if you hadn't. Make sure that you look at that subscribe button. If it says red, you haven't subscribed. If it's gray, you in the family. All right. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure that you look and see if you hit like or follow. Make sure that you hit like, and on all social media sites, turn on your notifications so that you'll be notified when we upload a video. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here because we got another review to review. So Ready for Love, we coming at you, baby. I got something to say, honey. I got something to say. So if Ready for Love is out, y'all go check for that video because I got something to say. Okay? I was in my feelings, but I'm finna get it out tonight. All right, you guys. We will see you on the next video. Don't forget to go with God. Let God go with you. Deuces.